Welcome back to The Bible Says What? Today I will summarize Revelation chapter 17, where John described Babylon, the prostitute, riding on the beast. Then John described what that symbolized. One of the 7 angels who had one of the bowls of judgment came up to John and said, "Come here, I'm going to show you the punishment of the great whore who sits by many waters. With her all the kings of the earth committed adultery, and all the inhabitants of the earth got drunk with the wine of her adulteries." Then John explained that the angel carried him away in the spirit to some sort of wilderness. There, he said he saw a woman sitting on a scarlet beast that was covered with blasphemous names. The beast had 7 heads and 10 horns. The woman was dressed in purple and scarlet and was sparkling with gold, precious stones, and pearls. She had a gold cup in her hand, and it was filled with abominations and the filth of her adulteries. There was a name written on her forehead, which said, "Mystery, Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots and abominations of the earth." And the woman was drunk, but not with alcohol. The woman was actually drinking the blood of the Christians she murdered. She was laughing and having a great time as she got drunk on the blood of God's holy people. John was astonished when he saw this. The angel that was with him said, "I know this doesn't make sense to you. I will tell you what all of these things mean, but even still you probably will not understand. You need much wisdom to understand what they mean. The beast once was existing, now is gone, but will come out of the abyss in the last days. Then Jesus will destroy it. The people who do not have their names written in the Lamb's book of life will be astonished and will worship the beast. The 7 heads of the beast are symbolic of 2 things. The first thing they represent are 7 places in the world where Babylon rules. The second thing the 7 heads of the beast represent are 7 kings. 5 have already come and gone, the 6th is ruling right now, and the 7th is a future king. The beast represents an 8th king, but the Lamb of God will quickly destroy him. The angel continued explaining the symbolism. The 10 horns you saw are 10 other future kings. These kings will be puppets to the beast, and he will control them. These kings will rule over the entire world in the last days and will wage war against Jesus. But of course, Jesus will crush them all because he is the Lord of Lords and King of Kings. All the puppet masters' worldwide armies are nothing compared to him. And Jesus will bring his called, chosen, and faithful followers with him to enjoy the victory. The angel said that the waters John saw the prostitute sit near are symbolic of many people groups, nations, and languages. The beast and the 10 puppet kings will hate the prostitute named Babylon and will ruin her. They will strip her naked and will eat her flesh. They will burn her with fire. The angel then told John who this prostitute was. This prostitute was symbolic of a great nation that rules over all the kings of the earth during the last days. The most important verse in this chapter is Revelation 17:14, which states, "These shall make war with the Lamb, and the Lamb shall overcome them, for he is Lord of Lords and King of Kings. And they that are with him are called and chosen and faithful." The thing I think the Lord wants us to understand after reading this chapter is that there is indeed symbolism in the book of Revelation. But when there is symbolism, it is clearly labeled as such within the text. God also wants us to see who wins in the end, so we can have confidence and absolute trust in Jesus. In the end, God's people win. Hopefully that fact will encourage us to fight with all our might, so in the end we will hear those beautiful words, "Well done, thou good and faithful servant." Welcome into the joy of the Lord. Will you hear those words? Will you hear God the Father say to you, "Well done, thou good and faithful servant. Welcome into the joy of the Lord"? Or will you hear him say, "Depart from me, you worker of iniquity. Go to the lake of everlasting fire, created for Satan and his angels"? God is patiently waiting for you to come to repentance and for you to place your faith in Jesus. Repent for your sin and turn to Jesus for salvation before it's too late. Jesus humbled himself and died on a cross to pay for your sin. The Father raised Jesus from the dead and exalted him to the highest place. Ask Jesus for mercy, forgiveness, and salvation, and he will let you hide in him when judgment falls. And thanks for watching Revelation chapter 17. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up and share it. Subscribe if you want to keep up with these daily videos too. See you next time.